Hi, everybody. I hope you're all doing well today. It's so nice to see all of you. So today's presentation is on Wi-Fi routers and internet providers. So I hope that this presentation is helpful to all of you. So to start off, what we're going to be talking about is firstly internet options, then Wi-Fi routers, and finally some additional tips about the topic. So to start off with the internet options. Firstly, we have cellular data versus Wi-Fi internet, which is an important concept to understand. So Wi-Fi is internet that uses a router, which is a little box that sends Wi-Fi signals that connects devices wirelessly to a building's plug-in internet connection. On the other hand, cellular data is an internet connection that uses cellular signals and towers to connect you to the internet. Both let you use the internet wirelessly, but cellular data is portable while Wi-Fi is not, and it is in one specific location, for example, in your home. There are cellular data plans available, and there are some pros and cons as well. Some pros include the ability to connect wherever your provider has coverage. You don't need to sign into a network, which means that your device will stay connected and you will never have to continue logging in as you may have to do so with Wi-Fi. It also gives you the ability to choose any network provider that you want, and there are so many different options. But of course, there are also some negative aspects as well. Firstly, higher and faster internet can be obtained from using Wi-Fi rather than these cellular data plans. There are also certain areas that can cause bad or weak signals. So if you're trying to use, say, your mobile device, it may not be connecting properly in a certain area. And also, you cannot connect multiple devices to the same internet connection. Home Wi-Fi. Firstly, the positive aspects. You can reach higher internet speeds than you can with the cellular data. Home internet plans are cheaper than data plans, and many devices can connect to home Wi-Fi simultaneously. The cons include, firstly, that you can only connect when you are at home. This may have to depend on public networks if using a device in public as well. So there is also Wi-Fi available in public places, which I will speak about. There is provider dependence on your area and building. And many devices connected to the same internet can slow down the network, and it may cause lagging issues as well. Now for public Wi-Fi networks. These types of networks use the same technology as home Wi-Fi. As a result, they can be slower than home networks due to the large amount of people that may be connected to it at one time. They can also present harmful actors that can use these networks to steal data from users. However, there are steps that can be taken to minimize or eliminate risk and protect yourself and your personal information. Now, you might be wondering, how much internet is really needed? Picking the right plan and not overpaying means you need to know how much internet that you need. These tools below can help you determine how much you may need. So there are links attached to this presentation that you can access when you receive a copy. And the first one is What Internet Speed Do I Do? This is an internet speed quiz, and also a speed test by Ookla, which will help you again to find how much internet you need. Now, there are some very important things to consider when you're getting internet. Firstly, who will be using the internet? Is it you? Is it your entire family? Is it going to be multiple people, say, in your apartment building? What activities do you like to do on the internet? So what will you be using it for? Where do you primarily use your device? Can you tag on to an existing cellular plan and bundle in order to save money? And furthermore, are there any cost limitations or budgets that you must follow? Now I will go over Wi-Fi routers for the next segment of the presentation. Firstly, the portable routers. This is an example of a meet-in-the-middle technology of cellular data and Wi-Fi. You can use cellular data to connect to the internet and then use the same signals as an at-home router. This allows for connections from multiple devices. Wi-Fi routers connects directly to a modem via cable. It allows it to receive information from and transmits information to the internet. The router then creates and communicates with your home Wi-Fi using built-in antennas. As a result, all of the devices on your home network have internet access. Now I will go over some of the main steps involved in setting up a Wi-Fi router. The first step is to decide where you want to place it in order to maximize its use and connection. Then connect it to the internet. The third step is to configure the wireless router gateway. Then you will connect the gateway to the router. Then you use the app or web dashboard. The next step is to create username and password. You will then update the router's firmware. And finally, create a Wi-Fi password and connect to it. So these are just some main steps, though there may be more detailed steps or a procedure that you must follow for a specific router. How to boost your Wi-Fi speed. This is something that you may be interested in because it can be very frustrating if your Wi-Fi is moving very slowly or if it's taking something a really long time to load. So here are some good tips. Firstly, update your security to cut off bandwidth leeches. Secondly, you can optimize your router settings. Next, you can choose a new Wi-Fi channel. You can also purchase a newer, higher-end router. You can reset your router. You can also angle one Wi-Fi antenna up and one to the side. And you can even check out antenna upgrades and omnidirectional antennas as well. Now I will go over Wi-Fi router costs. There is an approximate price range. So for less than $100, you can get basic dual band models, though there are also some expensive models ranging up to $300, but will offer wide coverage and faster speeds. And then also another note is that gaming-oriented routers with built-in optimization features will often sell for more than other normal or typical routers. There's also the option to pay a monthly cost. For example, you can pay $5 to $10 per month to lease a router from the cable company. Those ratings range from $85 to $240. Now there are some specific brands that are known to be the best for routers. For small apartments or home routers, the D-Link DIR615 is a very great option. Its power is 300 Mbps. For larger rooms, you may want to look at the TP-Link AC75, which has a power of 750 Mbps. Then for offices, there's the option of TP-Link Archer C6, which has a power of 1200 Mbps. And if you're looking for a router used for multitasking, you could look at the Tenda AC10, which has a power again of 1200 Mbps. Sites are online and ship from both Canada and the US, and you can access these products through the underlined text. It is a hyperlink to their websites once you receive a copy of the presentation. Choosing at-home internet. You may be unsure of who your home internet provider is. So if you're interested in finding out, then you can use the link below by putting in your address or zip code to find your internet provider. Now I will go over a few different companies. Firstly, Verizon, which is the largest US carrier, and it has unlimited plans, including wireless home internet starting at $25 per month. It also has premium data and even more features. You can click on the link in order to access its site. Next is AT&T, which is the second largest carrier in the US. It offers 3 prepaid plans ranging in price from $25 to $70 per month. And again, you can access this site using the link. Next is T-Mobile, which offers essential and prepaid cell phone plan options. The prepaid plan starts at $30 per month and rises to $47 per month depending on how much data you want. There's also Bell, which is Canada's largest fiber optic network, which delivers speeds of up to 100 Mbps and download speeds of up to 1.5 Gbps. Sign up for a multi-year term to save on your new device, or choose the 30-day plan for 10% off their regular rates if you want to save some money. TELUS is another company, which is Western Canada's only major provider of 100% fiber optic connections directly to your home. With speeds of up to 1,500 Mbps and download up to 940 Mbps for upload. It also has online installation booking available, flexible installation options, 30-day money-back guarantee, and also a very useful feature is that they have 24-hour technical support. We also have Rogers, which is Canada's largest reliable 5G network. Rogers has download speeds of up to 1 Gbps, and there are 5 plans from Rogers available in Canada. Now I will go into the final segment of the presentation, which is some useful additional tips. Public Wi-Fi safety tips. You may want to use a VPN, which is a virtual private network. If you want to learn more about this, then you can definitely watch some of our previous webinars. You can also make sure that you only visit HTTPS sites, especially when using public Wi-Fi, because your data is extra vulnerable. So it's just extra protection and it makes sure that the site is secure. You may also want to use two-factor authentication, which is especially important when using public internet. Also, refrain from using open Wi-Fi networks. So go to settings, then Wi-Fi, and then ask to join networks, and then turn it off. You do not want to be shopping online when you're using public Wi-Fi, and also do not log into your bank accounts or input any of your bank or card details when using public Wi-Fi. Next are some router tips. Firstly, you want to prevent Wi-Fi interference. Walls and appliances are physical barriers that can affect your Wi-Fi speed. So you may want to move closer to the Wi-Fi router. Also, you can reduce the number of connected devices, password protect your Wi-Fi, and keep your devices clean to make sure everything is efficient. Here is a screenshot showing the difference between good router placement and bad router placement. For example, here you can see that it's able to move everywhere in the home as it is able to move down the stairs and everywhere. But if you necessarily maximizing where the router is going to. Now I will go over what to do if you're having Wi-Fi issues. If your internet keeps cutting off, it is because you or your internet provider needs to resolve one or more issues. Examples of these issues include your modem may be faulty, your router may be out of date, you may have too many devices using too much data simultaneously, cables may be damaged, and network congestion may slow speeds as well. Troubleshooting Wi-Fi routers. This is how to troubleshoot routers and modems. Firstly, you may want to test your Wi-Fi on different devices to make sure that it's not something wrong with the device, but it is the Wi-Fi itself. You can also try restarting your modem and router, even try a different Ethernet cable, see who's using your Wi-Fi. You can upgrade your equipment. You can even call your internet service provider, or you can reset your router to default settings in order to see if the issues will resolve. Thank you so much for your time and listening today. If you'd like to learn this lesson with a Cyber Seniors mentor, please go to our website or call the phone number to register for a one-on-one phone or web session. There are also tech drop-in sessions if you have questions unrelated to today's topics from 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern Time on Thursdays, and everyone is welcome to attend.